Hello, Reg Babes. Welcome back to the Go Regulate Yourself podcast. My name is Brianne. I am your host. And if you happen to be a long-term resident of our listening community, you are probably thinking, what the fuck is going on? It is a Monday. This is not a normal day for an episode drop. And this is weird. And you know what? If you're thinking any of those things, you would be so fucking correct. This is not a regular day of an episode drop, but it will be moving forward, okay? So normally, if you're new here, our episodes drop on Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays are solo episodes, Fridays are guest episodes, and those go live at 6 a.m. Mountain Standard Time every single week. But now, every second Monday, we are bringing a very special extra drop to the podcast, which is also going to be appearing here at 6 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Now, what these Mondays are officially moving forward is an exclusive sneak peek of our Reg Babes After Dark guest expert series, which if you haven't had a chance to peruse some of the last episodes, there's one that says all about our membership space. It has a lot of detail in relation to this guest expert series. But the short form is that I am currently trialing a ton of different modalities for healing and spiritual awakening that I am testing live with guest experts on record, and I am posting these entire unfiltered, unedited, for the most part, episodes to the membership space so that you can see what it entails to work with that practitioner, what that certain modality looks like, and if it is aligned for you in your healing journey before you invest any time, money, or energy into it. And so now today is the first drop of these episodes, and we are going to be continuing to bring them to you every second Monday. So enjoy what you're about to hear as the first sneak peek of what is coming inside of the Reg Babes After Dark space. And if you want to hear more, if you're intrigued and you want to see what this entire episode is about, you can drop down to the show notes below, find the Reg Babes After Dark link, click that, and you will be prompted to enter your email for your first free paywall post, which basically means that even though this is in a paid space, you are going to get that episode for free. And then you can decide if you want to invest in signing up for the paid membership, which is going to give you access to all of those coming episodes. Reg Babes After Dark is currently on an exclusive special until May 31st. So until May 31st, instead of it being $100 for a year registration, you can sign up for $50 for the entire year and get access to all guest expert series amongst so many other benefits by registering for that space. So I hope that you enjoy the sneak peek. Let me know your thoughts. And if you end up moving into the paid space and becoming part of our permanent community, reach out to me, give me a shout out, let me know, and I would love to welcome you into our After Dark community. For now, let's dive in. Daniel is a spirit medium who has been surrounded by spirit his entire life, but the ability to communicate with spirit really bloomed when he turned 50. Now, as an intuitive reader, he communicates with spirit and angels, notably the archangels. He can confirm spirit crossings, provide spiritual consult, and guidance for those seeking help with life problems. He's also able to retrieve answers for people who feel like they have lost their way spiritually and emotionally, and the answers that he retrieves are received from the archangels, which is ultimately the Word of God. Now, today's episode was a very interesting one for me. We dove into a dream and spiritual occurrence that has been happening for me over the last, I thought, several years, but apparently has been happening for quite a duration of my life. I had received some really interesting feedback, and I am excited for you guys to dive in and see what this perspective Daniel provides is all about. So if you're interested in my takeaways, you can drop down to the show notes below and see what I reflected on after today's session. Let's dive in. Hello, Reg Babes, and welcome back. This is our guest expert series, and today I am joined by Daniel, and we are going to be exploring some energetic properties in regards to a couple of dreams that I've been having, experiences that I've been having, things that I've been trying to get answers behind for quite some time that I have not been able to effectively understand the meaning of. And so Daniel's going to walk us through exactly what's coming through, why it's here, what I need to learn, what I need to change, and hopefully deliver this in the most blunt, raw, and direct way possible. So Daniel, welcome to Reg Babes After Dark. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Brian. How are you? How's everything going with you today? Everything going okay so far?
Today's doing great.
Okay.
It's a good day so far. Yeah.
All right. All right. Good. I'm here to help. That's what I'm here to do.
Fantastic. I cannot wait for this. So back in 2021 was the first time I ever experienced what they like to call as like a sleep paralysis, at least what Google likes to call it, where I was in Nicaragua and I thought I had woken up, but felt like something was sitting on my chest. And to me, felt like a gargoyle type of demonic figure.
Gargoyles are not bad.
Okay,
Gargoyles are
good to
actually
know.
good. No such thing as demons. There are negative energies. There's no such place as hell, no such thing as purgatory, no such thing as Satan, no such thing as a devil. And there's not one guy walking around with horns and a tail, torturing anybody and doing all these horrible things, nor is he in charge. There might be a guy walking around with horns and a tail, but that's just because that's what he looks like where he comes from. We just think that everything that's from another world or this other dimension has to be evil. Even shadow people are not evil. They just don't know you well enough to show their true selves to you. That's the only difference. Let me ask you, what color is your shadow?
Black, I guess. Dark.
Right. Does that make you an evil person? Right. So no, it's not. But yeah, there's no such thing as demons. There are negative energies, and they are in it for themselves.
Okay. So I guess then we'll describe it as a negative energy is what it felt like. It didn't feel positive.
This was a masculine energy that was coming through.
Okay. And I had the inability to move. I couldn't lift an arm, I couldn't roll over, I couldn't scream. My husband was laying next to me. I felt like I was paralyzed, essentially.
And the reason why you were paralyzed is because pure energy, because they are pure energy, they no longer have a body, are stronger than us. When people talk about raising their vibrations, the souls that are actually in the lower energy realm have a higher vibration than we do because they're no longer connected to our bodies. We would actually have to raise it up as much as theirs is, which is in the lower energy realm. But you can't anyway because you can't manipulate God energy. But yes, so because he's a pure energy, he can manipulate energy, and some of them are much stronger, especially the negative ones need more negative energy, and that's why they come after us because we're human buffets of negativity. So he has a lot of energy, and because that, he can manipulate your energy and keep you still.
Okay. And this happened, so it wasn't consistent. It happened that one time. And then I would say since 2021, it's maybe happened 3 or 4 more times.
Good question. If you had something traumatic happen, did it have to happen more than one time for you to really remember it, or that one time really do it to you?
For the most part, multiple times. Yeah.
Right. But same thing. You have something, if you get into a traumatic car wreck, you got to remember it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remembered this too. And he wanted to make that positive. He wanted to make that sure. That's why they do it, because it gets in your mind and you can't get rid of it because you're thinking, oh shit. Go ahead.
So it's the same energy then that's happened each time?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at the same time that happened, I started to get a regularly occurring dream that is different.
Correct.
And terrifies me
Correct.
And it doesn't happen every single night, but it's happened way more often than the sleep paralysis experience.
Correct. Again, to get into your mind, to get into your psyche, to scare the crap out of you. You maybe get to the point where you're afraid to go to sleep at night because you're afraid what's going to happen, and he's doing his job because that's what he wants you to do. Go ahead.
Okay. So this dream, it's always different. I'm always in a basement. And sometimes it will be my childhood, one of my childhood homes, the basement where I used to have a bedroom in. Mm-hmm. And I'm always doing something basic, like reading a book by a fire, or something that's just completely unattached, something that's like my comfort stuff. And then all of a sudden I hear what is like a siren voice, but it's people's voices that I know that's like calling me to it.
Uh-huh.
And will know in that moment in the dream that I'm having the dream. I'm aware enough to know that it's about to occur, and I will do
Correct.
everything in my power to not go to the voice. I will hold on to things, but it feels like this energy is pulling me always towards a door that leads to nothing but blackness. And
Correct.
every single time, I'm getting pulled and pulled and pulled until the point where it sucks me in, and then I wake up. And it's like I said, the hair is standing up on all of my body as I'm telling you this right now because it's terrifying every single time that it happens. And I
Sure.
don't know when it's gonna happen. It comes very randomly, but it happens often enough that
I keep turning
it's
my head because my guides keep telling me this also happened to you, but you kind of blocked it out as a child.
okay.
He's been around you for how long? Your entire life.
Oh, okay. All right, Reg Babes, that is the end of your sneak peek preview. Yes, I know it was short. We cut it right off of the good part. But if you want to hear the entire hour plus of this guest session, then I recommend you drop down to the show notes below, click on the Reg Babes After Dark link, enter your email, and get access to the full episode. I promise you don't want to miss a minute of it. So bump over there and check out the rest of this session.